Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Lucy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Lucy's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we use while working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, then leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Lucy has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we will be sure to show you how to properly put that collar on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Now, as you see, Lucy is seated very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Lucy take off doing that now, and the command that you're going to give is Lucy heel, and you're going to start walking, and Lucy should then fall in line nicely, walking appropriately at your left heel position at your pace, whether you're walking faster or slower. She should not be lagging behind on that leash, nor should she be lunging ahead and pulling on that leash. Also incorporated into our heeling exercise is an automatic sit, so anytime that you're out walking with her and you stop, she should sit nicely. And there was an example right there for you. The next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command, and the stay command is a hand and a voice command. Use the open flat of your left palm and inch or so in front of her muzzle, and the one-word command to stay. Then walk out to the end of the training leash. Now she went into the down position, so the first words out of Fred's mouth were no, to let her know that she did wrong. And then he heels her out of it and puts her in another sit stay. Now you want to make sure that you're practicing this command frequently throughout your day to help build up Lucy's ability to sit stay for longer periods of time. She should remain in this position and should not break throughout the entire command. And when you're practicing at home, you start at 1 minute and you increase your intervals over time, working up to a total of 3 minutes for your long sit stay. When Fred returns back, he walks all the way around her as at a distraction, counterclockwise, returning back to heel position so that Lucy is on his left-hand side. And they're going to run through the heel sit and stay again. You saw that Fred gave her a little scratch on the head there. It is important to let Lucy know that she's doing a great job working through her commands by either physically praising her or verbally praising her and telling her she's doing a good job. It keeps her motivated. Fred leaves her in another sit stay and walks out to the end of the leash. And this time we'll demonstrate the recall or the come on command. For this command, you're going to use the command Lucy come.
Lucy, come.
She should come in and sit nicely right in front of you. Good job. And then heel her around the back of you, returning her to your left-hand side where she should sit nicely. Good job. And I'll demonstrate that again. So leave her in a sit stay, walk out to the end of the leash, give her a moment to hold her sit stay. When you are ready to call her in, use the command Lucy come. When she comes in, gather that leash. That way you can guide her directly in front of you as well. And again, she should sit nicely and heel her around the back of you, returning her to your left-hand side. When Lucy returns home, you want to make sure that you're practicing your commands with her, both indoors as well as outdoors, to generalize in both environments. And you want to make sure that at first, when you're practicing with her, that you pick an area with little to no distractions. And then over time, when you're feeling more comfortable and confident working her through her commands, and she's completing them appropriately all the time, slowly introduce the amount of distractions into your training sessions. The next command they're going to demonstrate is the first of our downs. It's down from a heel position. Again, use the open flat of your left palm, straight down towards the ground, and the one-word command to down. Then give the stay command and walk out to the end of the leash. And again, she should remain laying down and should not break from this position throughout the entire command. And this is another great command to practice frequently throughout your day to help build up her ability to down stay for longer periods of time. With this command, you're going to start at 3 minutes and increase your intervals over time, working up to a total of 5 minutes. Fred returns back, once again walking all the way around behind her. Good job, Miss Lucy. We also recommend that when Lucy first comes home, that you are not only practicing her commands and generalizing them throughout your day, but you set aside about 10 to 15 minutes sometime in your day to work her through her commands in a formal obedience training session. So Fred leaves her on another down stay. And this time, he'll demonstrate the recall or the come on command from the down position.
Lucy, come.
She gets up, comes right in, sits nicely. Wonderful job.
Lucy, come.
Heels around the back of him. Left hand side, sitting. Good girl. This last command that they're healing into position for is the second of our down commands, and that is the down from a distance. For this command, you're going to leave Lucy in a sit-stay, walk out to the end of the leash. And for the down from a distance, you're going to use your right hand from the end of the leash to give the down command.
No. Down.
She should not try to walk in. She should lay down directly where she was seated. Fred returns back. Good girl.
Stay.
So what Fred is demonstrating for you now is a little bit of advanced off-leash training. If you work hard with Lucy on her commands using both her leash and her collar, and are diligent with it, you will be able to eventually drop the leash in her training to advance to a little bit more of off-leash training and increasing the amount of distance between you and Lucy. So Fred's demonstrated her sit stay and her down stay. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Lucy has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Lucy, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.